Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Swapitam Mena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaya Padaram Gisham Padamkyam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavam Sri Rupam Sagradatam Sadhananitam Vishakantala Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijanasahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padasana Sarvana Lelita Sri Vishakantala He Krishna Karna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Sapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radha Vrindavaneshwari Shishabhanu Sudevi Namami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhishta Kripa Sudevata Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vanchari Gauram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Welcome to my Bhagavatam class. I'm thankful to all the devotees for the class, and please pray for me that I'll be delivering the right verse or the right content. I'm not qualified to give the class, but as a duty of seva, I'm just taken up this service. Hare Krishna. So today's class is 1.15.45. First canto is about creations, and chapter 15, the Pandavas retired timely. So we recite there so far. You can follow the shape. Sarvetam anunirjahamur Brataraha graha nityaha Kavin adharma mitrena Drishva prishtaha praja bhuvi. Word to word translation. Sarve, all his younger brothers. Tam, him. Anunirjagamur, left home by following the elders. Brataha, yeah, brothers. Krita Nichaya, decidedly. Kalina, by the age of Kali. Adharma, principle of irreligion. Mitrena, by the friend. Drishva, observing. Prashaha, having overtaken. Prajaha, all citizens. Bhuvi, on the earth. Translation by the ISKCON Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada. The younger brother of Maharaj Yudhishthira observed that the age of Kali had already arrived throughout the world, and that the citizens of the kingdom were already affected by irreligious practice. Therefore, they decided to follow in the footsteps of the elder brother. Purpose: the younger brother of Maharaj Yudhishthira were already obedient followers of the great emperor, and they had sufficiently been trained to know the ultimate goal of life. Therefore, they therefore decided to follow their eldest brother in rendering the devotional service to the Lord Krishna. According to the principle of Sanatana Dharma, one must retire from the family life after half the duration of life is finished and must engage in self-realization. But the question of engaging oneself is not always decided. Sometimes a retired man are bewildered about how to engage themselves for the last day of life. Here is the decision by authority like Pandavas. All of them engage themselves in the favorably culturing the devotional service of the Lord Sri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. According to Swami Sridhara, dharma, artha, kama, and moksha are fruitive activities, philosophical speculation, and salvation, as convinced by several persons, are not the ultimate goal of life. They are more or less practiced by the person who have no information of ultimate goal of life. The ultimate goal of life is already decided by the Lord himself in the Bhagavad Gita 18.64, and the Pandavas were intelligent enough to follow that without hesitation. Right? So it's very informative. Prabhupada has given a lot of points in this, underlined it. One is the obedience. We have to understand that some of the topic will be going deep into that obedience, Sanatana Dharma, then Artha, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. So these are the highlights of the today's discussion. So obedient means that generally the Kurukshetra Magas happened just to make the Yudhishthira Maharaj as the king of the Ayodhya. So, when time comes, he renounced everything and start leaving the city. But he didn't left the place whimsically. He has given the position of Parikshit Maharaj to Hastinapura and Vajrama to Mathura, and grandson of Lord Krishna. So that he can he want to meditate on the Parama Brahma. So Param Brahma. So we are also Brahma, but Param Brahma is Lord Krishna. So we have to meditate on him, on the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. This is very important because that is a entire life, the duty. So we have to know that the goal of life is to go back to home, back to God, and to serve the lovingly, serve the Lord Sri Krishna. So that we have to understand. Here the point to be have to capture is obedient. So obedient means the opposite of obedient is rebellion. So when you understand the negativity, then you understand the weight positivity of the subject. So rebellion means not to follow anything. People try to do whimsically as they like. That is what is in the modern society happening. People wear the way they want to dress up, the way they want to keep their hairs, the way they want to walk, or whatever the way they want to live, like living together. So totally they like that this out. But here's his example is one beautiful girl is there. So one person follows and the whole society becomes chaos. So actually society has given some guidelines, so rules and regulations. So according to Dharma, if they follow, then there will be peace and harmony will be there. So obedient means we have to, it has been nurtured from the childhood, so that they will be obedient to their parents, they will be obedient to the teacher, and they will be obedient to the elders. So this is how the Indian way of Sanatana Dharma teaches that way. So people are used to that obedience, means following the rules and regulations. So this is very important, that obedience is a must. If without obedience, nothing will follow. We'll be in chaos will happen in the society. So Pandavas are they learned this obedience from the childhood. So when the elder brother left the palace, then the younger brothers also started following him obediently. So this is the way we have to follow the system. The second topic we are discussing is Sanatana Dharma. So Dharma means eternal occupancy. Dharma means occupancy. Sanatana means eternal. So the eternal occupancy of the living being is the Sanatana Dharma. So every living being is eternal. The Supreme Lord also eternal, and the Supreme Lord God also eternal. So the relation between the living entity and the Supreme Lord also eternal, and activity which is living entity perform towards the Lord also eternal. So when everything is internal, then the activity which helps the particular living entity to establish a relationship with God, Lord Krishna, called as Sanatana Dharma. So Sanatana Dharma teaches that the activity which we perform has to connect it back to Lord Krishna. So this is the emphasizing on that what we are supposed to do. This is the point for the life, goal of our life. So the main agenda is the goal of our life is to understand what we are supposed to do. That is what is Sanatana Dharma also teaches us. So we have to understand that how we can practice. The third point we are talking about Sridhar, Swami Sridhara, he says that Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. So, so generally people will talk in general public, okay, the Shastra says that Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha is the only, this is the only four principles are given, we have to follow that. No, it is nothing like that. So Dharma means following the religion, Artha means material benefit, earning something, good wealth, wife, all the opulences, that is Artha, using the dharmic way, and Kama is the fulfilling the desires. So using that Artha for the fulfilling the desire. So at one point of time you will get frustrated, then the moksha come into picture. So moksha means liberation. So living, giving up everything. So they think this is how the steps by step we have to proceed. But what Sridhar, Swami Sridhar says is these are all the more or less practiced by the person who has no information about ultimate goal of life. So people don't have the knowledge, so they think that only Vedic says that only four steps. No, there is a beyond that is called. The most important point is loving devotional service to the Lord Sri Krishna. So that is the highest, and this is beyond the moksha. That is more we have to do it out. So devotional service, there are 9 types of devotional service. Namely, we call it as Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Sakyam, Dasyam, Atma Nivedanam. So there are 9 types of sevas with Prahlad Maharaj is already instructed. So that is the way we can do the devotional service. So even also this purpose is given. The ultimate goal of life is already indicated by the Lord himself in Bhagavad Gita 18.64. So what he says is in 64, 65, 66 he says that 64 is that my dear friend, Krishna he told to Arjuna that you are my dearmost friend. So I am telling the very important instruction. It is very confidential. In 65 he said that just surrender on thinking of me. Already Gaudiya Vaishnava Prabhu told that there are 4 steps we have how to surrender to Krishna. Thinking of me, become my devotee, after offer your prayers to me, and pay your obeisances unto me. So these are the 4 things which ISKCON is practicing and educating people to do. Day in, day out, we practice so that we are, as per Vedic only, ISKCON preaches, and everything is going systematically. Step by step, we have to do it. Yeah. So that Vedas also emphasize in the urgency. Human life is very rare. In this human life, we have to best utilize this to life of the goal is to serve the Krishna and back to home, back to God, and we have to loving service to Krishna. That is what we have to understand very clearly. So. So apart from that, we have also the crisp of the thing is what we have to carry for today's is we always say that every parent say that okay, I've done my job, my daughter got married, my duty is over, and every person generally say that I got a baby, duty is over, or I got a job, my duty is over. So from the birth to the death, you have got a different stage you pass through that. They'll say that, okay, my duty is over, my son got a job, so my duty is over. No, actual duty is that uh, by our activity, maybe our wife or husband or teacher, uh, son, whatever your role in your lifetime, but if you are connecting that role which will invoke or uh, which will awaken the Krishna consciousness uh, to your wife or your children, then that is a perfection of your duty. Means that is a complete, you have done your duty. So absence of Krishna consciousness to your family members, your whatever wealth or accumulation of wealth or accumulation of name, fame, anything, it's not a complete, it's not a duty completion, it is a partially you have done something, but completion of duty is to awakening of the Krishna conscious in your near and dear life is very important. Like one of the, I had one of my friend is that he was from the village Andhra, and he was going for a tuition, and the tuition teacher, end of the class he will give some Sanskrit stories, Vedas something. So, and also in the exam time, the student used to stay back, and the morning everybody wake up and they will go for walking. During walking time also, he will give some Vedas, Vedas stories and all things. Like Prabhupada morning walk, how he gives that awakening of Krishna. Same way, there are many people also that. So, teacher has done his, even though he is given a materialistic subject knowledge, but he also invoked the Krishna conscious in the children's life. So he has done his service. So we have to understand that what we are supposed to deliver to our children and our parents is to invoke or awakening the Krishna conscious in their life. Then we are a perfect son, perfect daughter, perfect father, and perfect children, grandparents. Like this. With this conclusion of today's thing is Maharaj, Vishnu Maharaj left the palace, and his brothers also, Pandavas, started following the same footsteps without any hesitation. So this is very good model, because what Prabhupada also says that 50% at the point of, when you cross the 50% of your life, you should give up sex. One must retire from the family life after half the duration of life is finished, and must engage himself in self-realization. So, so this is we have to start understanding that, okay, we have to get ready for the retirement of that. So we should not have that thinking that, okay, many people think that after retirement there is a confusion, what I am supposed to do, how do I live for the rest of my life. So actually in Krishna conscious and ISKCON, they train the people from the beginning itself that by doing their devotional services, they will not have any challenges even after retirement. Then they will continue the same service to and get ready for the back to home, back to God. It's a very crisp of the message and very clear to and simple.